Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Bags, and welcome back to part 14 of Sleepy Scions, our Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play, where we explore the world of Eorzea at a leisurely pace, where we're able to, use this gameplay as background noise or, something to drift off to or, relax to and, end your day on, whatever it may be. When we last left off, we have just cleared Hauke Manor and reported back to Menphilia at the Waking Sands, where our investigation of our, shadowy figure has been somewhat fruitful, but not yet yielding results, and we're in a little bit of a lull in activity. So we are now going to begin our questline investigation into, I believe, Titan, and we'll start that journey. So let's get logged in here with our champion or character, whatever you want to call her, Julia Gabagoo. Ooh, servers are full. A whole 11 people in front of us this evening. Crazy. I believe I've been wearing the same chest piece for 3 or 4 recordings now. I'm very excited to finally replace the blueberry shirt. All right, let's start the Wrath of Titan quest. Menphilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Oh my god, voice acting. The last recording, I had to speak the entire time. This is a welcome change.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
Uh-oh.
Our task will be to slay the primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, 2 primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvib hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable.
Hey, girl power. Let's go.
Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory.
Sorry, 2 girls stomping around Limsa.
You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Well, I'll be.
And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Eorzea, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
All right, let's go kill Titan. Oh wait, I think I have a return. Yep. Why spend money when no money needs spend? Am I right? The aft castle. Good to see you, Private Gabagoo. The Scion sent word that you are on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers. From Ogomero? Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Merweb. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Capicola. Right proud I am to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Julia personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned, but they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we now turn to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands, and then no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lomensians who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Really do, I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you. I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Great Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you can ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Alright, so we are going to... Where can we get from there? There's really no quick way to get here. Honestly, the quickest way is to run from here to like the break-even point. It at least cuts off like the aetheryte distance in half. Yep. Up the hill. We made it. What a run. Tractum. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye lass or three. You gonna say something, Venturer, or you just keep staring, eh? You wanna know about the company of heroes? Oh, hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? I can't do that. Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Tractum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Tales from the Titus Slayer. Tractum is eager to regale you with the stories of his glory days. Gah ha ha, so you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. Wait, this guy's an imposter, right? 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and just when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Boy, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. It's Titan, right? Am I crazy? Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest near the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, and then we'll talk. We have located the rat's nest. $150, $140. Is there ever a reason to not use Ruin 2? Very oh, the Rat King, eh? $96, $93. One's instant, and one's a so you can get one cast off. Oh my god. I mean, as long as you have the mana, right? I've killed your Rat King. Wait, let me talk to you still. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit that I've never met one of their members face to face. I imagine that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory. Yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venture. Save me the hassle of... never mind. Tractum appears to be ignoring you. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't, in good conscience, tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here. They ought to have no trouble finding one out in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down as quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road. Why don't you try heading due west and stand on lookout in case a Gubu comes calling? Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. I thought maybe Y'shtola would change her voice line, but she did not. Alright, Gubu. Yeah, you again. Then that Goobu was harassing the Millers. That Goobu that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. He's just gonna milk me for tasks, isn't he? The Leminzen way. Tractum remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread primal Titus. He's a fake. He's a fake! So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew, Tractum, you in here drinking again? If you are, that Goobu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me word on that. Cleave this beast's skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me, was it Tractum who slew the Goobu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drunk-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Aye, well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth, the Leminzen way. Tractum, if you didn't slay that Goobu, you may as well consider your contract revoked. He's got a nice Speedo on. Nope. So Estilo still has not changed her voice line. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be Judge the Goobu Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, hell's with it. Let the contest begin. Oh man. I'm trying my hardest here. Really, dude? How you doing, lass? Feeling a bit stiff by any chance? Only killings against the rules. Oh, I forgot I have a sooner. You're still at it? Bugger me. Just lucky I've only got one of these. Kill the bomb. Me arms, me bleeding arms. That was easy. Funny. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Yep, dude, we knew it wasn't even like that. It was pretty transparent. Save your blubber and Tractum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I don't want to deceive you, I swear. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everywhere treated like royalty. And when I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, so I Look, his name was Skate, alright? Skate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. I mean, you do what you want to do, dude. It's a free country. I just don't need him anymore. A waste of my time. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourself heroes then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus will she be able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, but in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. And even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon limbs into the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that, and you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Ogomoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Jegaruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending one of our... You gods, man, have you heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine that words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. All right. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. It is at this time that I feel like the weird odd jobs are becoming tiring. Whiskate would first like to verify that you are not a complete fraud. Master Gejaruju's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Is this person doing the same quest? Rick Flist? We must hide from the Nyx, so it comes and eats the fish. And then we'll go smack it around a little bit. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Yeah, here's his leg. Enjoy your dinner, sir. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Did he say he slew Titus? Anyway, now that that pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. It's an important mission for me. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gezeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while the money is no object, not everything Master Gezeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Julia, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied by a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the best, very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you on your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landinel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you do not have the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Dog, I am literally an errand boy at this point. Crazy. 1 second. It's absolutely crazy. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Julia. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Lenonel needs to explain a few things to you. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't want to regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are by and large a unforgiving lot. The toe here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So I understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Julia. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Alright, fuck boy. Watch this. Watch this, fuck boy. Oh, there's the egg right there. Alright, Vincenzo, let's kill a turtle. Oh man, this thing ain't shit. 88, 93, 89, 133 crit. Give me the egg. That's what's so dangerous. Never in my life have I felt so close to death. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Yeah. Haha, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalon. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named... None. He will be your next guide. Safe travel, Julia. Und none. Alright, so I'll get a little Alamigo, and then I'll have to run. Run. Can I get there from here? No. No, I cannot. Alright, Vincenzo, let's go on a ride. That was a mistake. I may be in trouble running through the middle of here. As long as I can run... Uh-oh, don't hit me. No, don't hit me. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Thank God. Now I can just teleport here. State your business, adventurer. Snort. Haha. So this is the one Westgate sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Odinun wants you to hunt the most dangerous game. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistake in that, and you did manage to obtain that Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skill instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter of your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now, go slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. It was the heat of the moment, showing me what my heart meant. Alright, here's my destination. Spear down. Now I hide here, right? Run circles. Look at him try to get me. Look at him. You won't catch me. You won't catch me. These are the great warriors. These are the great warriors. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Yep. That was very difficult. 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belongs to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Do you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impressed me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredients you seek. Odnan is finally willing to tell you the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But not point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a wellwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but wellwork worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of the Sagali. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I would mark it upon your map, along with a location where wellwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Was this Dune? Oh, we get to change. Nope, never mind. I got new shoes. Do you like my new shoes? Them some nice shoes. Mama said they'd take me anywhere. They was my magic shoes. Mama said they'd take me anywhere. Have we found a Sahagan worm? Alright, we have to slay an angler. Hello, angler. I have come to slay you. Splat. Splat. Instant casts. Massive. Big dick. Okay. Now let's go kill a wormy. Now I gotta go hide over here. Where are you, wormy? There you are. Yucky sand breath. Vincenzo's been pretty paramount to helping me with this for sure. Alright, cool. Worm's done. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Here's your meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Julia. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wastegate. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say it is not. I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wastegate's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like for you to deliver to him for me. Old Gnome would like you to deliver a gift to Wasteegate. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. It would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wasteegate was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Julia. Alright, let's go take him some wine. Start the party. Let's start the party. Well met, Julia. Landon, Ellen, Unknown both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? I got you some brandy wine. Oh, my favorite. I shall have to thank the nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenarl this time to obtain it. Things we do for cheese. Whiskate would like to tell you about the final ingredient needed for the banquet. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that she's been seeing some trouble at the long stop, and that delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear this situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozenazin. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where the Brayflox and her people have made their home. Cool. How do I get there? Okay. To the dock, I think. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Ozenanzin. What's the hurry, venturer? Something happened over at the Gobble settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. We're going to Raincatcher Gully. Are you coming along? Yes. Yes. Alright, what's over here? Oh, it's a dungeon. Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. So we have to do a dungeon. We love cheese so much, we'll do a dungeon for cheese. Fair enough. For all the cheesers. Any cheesers? Brayflox, all talks. Psh, shko. Tongue flaps of Whiskate be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplanders come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes. Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Blighty beast chased Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock need goodly Uplander give safety to Longstop without much hard lending. Hand lending. Okay. Whatever the fuck that was. Alright. So, unfortunately, I don't have the bandwidth at this time to get into a dungeon. So we're going to have to stop at this point and continue the dungeon moving forward on the next one. So I want to appreciate you all for stopping by and having a relaxing time with me as we continue our journey through A Realm Reborn. And as always, make sure we're taking care of ourselves and getting good rest, hydrating, and being the best us we can be. So, with that, I want to wish everybody a good night, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.